Thanks, Frank. When Ed Schaefer called me about 2 months ago and said, we're having an inaugural Hall of Fame, and you're going to be one of the inductees, he told me that part of the program was going to be, I got the opportunity to pick someone who would introduce me. And I asked Frank if he would do that, and I told Frank he had 5 minutes. And Ed Schaefer told me I had 15. Well, I've got 9. It was a good 11 minutes, Frank. Thank you very much. Frank mentioned 2 things in there that I somewhat had forgotten about. In 1961, I was on the football team at the University of Detroit, and that football team is in the University of Detroit Hall of Fame. Our pictures are down at Callahan Hall. There were 11 seniors on that team, and I was one of them. Quite frankly, I don't remember any ceremony for that. I don't remember being inducted as a member of that team into the University of Detroit Athletic Hall of Fame, but I'm quite certain there was a ceremony. I'm also a member of the Catholic League Hall of Fame, as a number of the coaches are here at Brother Rice, and I'm sure then there was a ceremony for that, and I don't remember that either. I am going to remember this. I'll be 71 years old. But this is more about stuff that I was really a part of and was a part of me. It was 2 years at St. Mary's Mount Clemens, 17 years here at Brother Rice, a year at Michigan State, another 13 years here not coaching, 4 years coaching from 95 to 99 here, 9 years coaching at Birmingham Grove down the street a mile and a half away. And I'm the oldest teacher in the Birmingham Public Schools by about 5 years. This will be my 11th year. This is my 11th year. Last year I wouldn't have been able to walk up to the podium. I didn't do it too well just now, but I had a knee replaced on February the 19th, and I'm scheduled to get one replaced on October the 29th by the father of one of the football players here at Brother Rice, the running back Jeff DeClaire. His dad is Jeffrey H. DeClaire, who runs the DeClaire Total Knee Rehabilitation Clinic up in Rochester and at Crittenden Hospital. I'm going to get that knee replaced for 3 weeks. Frankie, it took 9 minutes and I've already taken 3. I'm going to take my full 15. And the question would be, somewhat like, Alan Jackson keeps winning country Western music awards. And he's had so many songs that my wife and I have gone to hear a number of his concerts. And the question is what to have in and what to leave out. And there are just so many things that I could talk about the 21 years that I coached basketball here at Brother Rice. And so many of the people that I coached are here tonight. And I'm very, very proud and very happy to see you. When I see you, I light up. I really get a real good warm feeling about the fact that I was your coach. I'm extremely proud of that. So the question is, what do I talk about in the 10 or 15 minutes that I do have left? And I've heard Lou Holt speak a number of times. He always gives the same speech, but I always pay attention. He talks about what he had in his relationship with his players. And I kind of stole most of the stuff that I did when I coached, I took from somebody else. I went to clinics, I went to a lot of clinics, I studied, I went to the best coaches, I spent time with Dean Smith, I went down to Indiana, spent 5 days with Bob Knight. I hope I don't act like Frank said. But I hope I do know something. He was a 4-point student in history at Ohio State. He's an awfully smart guy. I hope I did get something from him. Lou Holt said, this is what a coach ought to do. He and his team ought to do the right thing. They ought to do the best they can. They ought to follow the golden rule. They ought to be able to ask 3 questions that can go around and come around. I can ask you, and you can ask me, and the answer has to be yes. Number 1, can I trust you? Number 2, do you care about me? And number 3, are you committed to excellence? And Lou Holtz takes about an hour to work that speech, and he always uses personal examples, and he talks about it. Another thing I thought about in terms of including in this talk that I'm going to give tonight was 11 years ago, I had to make a decision whether I would stay here or I would move down the street about a mile and a half and become the basketball coach at Birmingham Groves. In order to become the basketball coach at Birmingham Groves, I had to apply. And I wasn't used to that. Judd Heathcote hired me at Michigan State in 1981. There was no application. He asked me to come, and I had to make a decision. So I didn't fill out a resume. I didn't fill out an application. I didn't have a coaching philosophy. He asked me to come, and I said yes, and I went. This time I had to have a letter of application, a coaching philosophy, a resume, and work it up and type it up and get it over to Fred Proctor, who was the athletic director at Groves, and I did. I said, well, what is my coaching philosophy? And it's always been the same. But I had to put it to pen and paper. Number one, work hard. Number two, pay attention to detail. Now, I've been told Lee Jewett, who's been my assistant in the last couple of years at Groves, the main difference between you in 1967 and the state championship team in 1974, the state finalists in 1977, and Danny McGrath's team in 1995, Tim Andre's team in 1979, John Shasky and Paul Yoke's team in 1981, with Lee, they had a better coach. And I hope I was a better coach in 2007 than I was in 1964. Because, number two, after work hard is pay attention to detail, and I knew a lot more. I knew a lot more because I kept learning from a whole lot of other people. The third part of my philosophy that I sent over to Groves was to improve daily. And I still believe that. I've coached now this will be the second year I've been out of coaching, and I still am trying to do a better job of teaching tomorrow, or Monday, than I did last Friday. As a matter of fact, I didn't know if I could teach without coaching. When I was no longer going to coach the Groves basketball team, I had to make a decision whether I would retire, as a number of people did. 49 of my peers retired. They took a $50,000 buyout at Groves, and I was tempted. But I really enjoy I'm looking forward each day to going, and hopefully I'm getting better as a teacher. The fourth point in terms of a coaching philosophy was hold people accountable. And some of you kind of said your high school coach was pretty tough. Well, I hope I was. I wanted you to be held accountable to the detail and to the daily improvement and to working hard. And in addition to that, I want to hold myself accountable. So you hold your players accountable and you hold yourself accountable. And the last thing, try to make it fun and try to do it with passion. And that's the hardest part of it, because when you're working hard and you're paying attention to detail and you're trying to improve daily and you're trying to hold other people accountable, sometimes there's contrary things. I want to skip around a little bit. I've got 15 items here, and I said I'm going to take a minute for an item, and I'm not probably going to get through all of them. So I'm going to have to leave a few things out. My life has been a lot of different choices. When I was at St. Mary's in Mount Clemens and I decided to come over here, there was a field next door. They hadn't built this big spiral church. Father Shields had yet to build it. And I was standing there waiting to be interviewed by Brother Taft. And I was nervous. 25 years old. I didn't know if I was going to pay more. He used to coach at St. Charles, was also an applicant. He won the Catholic League championship. I thought I was an underdog. But I brought my gym bag and I brought my stuff and I said, Brother, I said,